Hey guys, it's me, Maddie B. I'm here to do a flip through of my 25th journal, which I nicknamed Noel, which was a mini med or mead composition notebook. And yeah. But before I get into this, I want to do a couple quick things. First off, my room is still not 100% done. I just need to organize, tidy up, and go through a few things to, see if I need to get rid of some stuff and junk. It's pretty much just me organizing my craft supplies and a few boxes worth of stuff, so like 2 or 3, not like a boatload, but like 2 or 3 boxes worth of stuff. And it's all just a matter of me trying to find a place for it, you know what I mean? Like, it's that weird phase where, like, where does this thing belong in my room, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, as you can probably see, I have, like, just little bits of clutter. And I'm so sorry if this is, like, really ticking anybody off. My room's not gonna permanently be like this, because I was trying to go through, like, my craft papers, and I have a pile behind that. Like, over where my finger is, I have a pile of papers I'm going to try to get rid of. Like, whether it be, like, send them to pen pals, or recycle them, or just donate them to a local craft supply thrift store. But, I'll figure that out as I go. And second off, to any of my pen pals, I swear I'm not ignoring you. It's just that I am really trying to get settled and stuff, but I'm working, and then when I come home, I'm super tired. And my work schedule is just never, like, the same thing each week. So it's pretty bad, because, like, I'm like, okay, I have this all figured out, and then it's like, okay, I'm working, like, night shifts for, like, for the past 2 or 3 weeks, so it's really crazy for me. But what I do get done, it's slow pace, but I'm trying. So whenever I get settled and stuff, or I might just, if I get really frustrated and stuff like that, and I just feel really bad that I'm, like, neglecting my pen pals, like, I'll just take that tray table and just bring it over here and just write with that, because that card table, I'm still settling with it until I eventually get pictures of the table my aunt wants to get rid of, but I hate it. So it's just so rickety and old. But anyway, so let's just get on with the flip through. So yeah, this is my journal. I nicknamed it Noel. It's the 25th one I worked in. This was my calendar page for the month of December. I just had, like, my work schedule and, like, the rough time to give my Secret Santa gift over. And I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out, like, what the day was for me. Just me talking about work and stuff for the most part. Oh, I was starting to move back into my room at this point. Like, I brought down a bunch of stuff and was trying to... Oh, so this day, we ordered way too many pumpkin pies for the season. So we had a crap ton of these guys left over, but we couldn't sell any of them. And then they all expired. So then we had to throw them all away, and it was so bad. But yeah, it's been pretty bad. It's like some parts of my job have been getting kind of rough, but some people quit and some stuff, so just work stuff, work is work. But I do love my job. My job's really cool. Everybody I work with is really cool, except for, like, a couple bad apples, but anyway. I'm trying to think of like what happened in these. Oh, I think this was when I worked my first ever double shift, because someone had to call off like last minute roughly. You're supposed to give at least a 2 hours notice if you can't make it into your shift. So yeah, they called off and they were kind of scrambling for people, so I basically worked my first night shift, I think. Oh yeah, this was my first one. It was so bad because our cooks had a computer mishap and we had like an over 25-minute wait at the drive-thru. It was really bad. But hey, so far the night shifts I've been working have not been that bad. Yeah, ever since I started working there, my legs and feet have been killing me. Because, you know, I'm on my feet all day, and my one manager won't let me have a 5-minute break just to sit and just, you know, drink water or something. So, because I'm not a smoker, I don't plan on starting a bad habit like that anytime soon, so. So yeah, this day was pretty bad. So, I thought I had to be at work at 7 a.m. and there was a stomach bug going around my house, and apparently my schedule got changed when I wasn't aware of it, so yeah. It happened a lot, but I think we worked on it, so I think we figured out the problem. Oh, and this day, I discovered I got my second Relentless Customer Care certificate. So at my work we pass out surveys, and you know, it's like to sit, if you take this survey, I only took one of them just so I could see what it's about. Basically with our surveys at work, which are given at a random time, we don't even know when they're gonna spit them out with your receipt. So you fill it out, and it's just like, you know, were you satisfied with the presentation of your food? Did it taste good? Was it cooked properly? Were you given great service at the window or wherever you were, however you were eating with us and stuff? And they can leave you a very good review on how you as a person did at the window. And so I discovered I got a second one, and I wasn't even aware I got one of them. So it was pretty exciting. Because, like, I was kind of stressed out that day because when I was kind of starting out with working there, I was always on edge, like, I'm going to get fired over something really petty. I'm just going to bet money I'm just going to get fired for like something small that I've been doing, and they haven't been correcting me on it. But see, when my manager's like, hey, can you come into my office for a minute? I almost started crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get fired. And then I'm like, before we say anything, am I in trouble? And she's like, no, not at all. It's like the opposite of trouble. So it was really funny. I got my Secret Santa for work a gift card. Oh, and this day we had an interview, or someone came in for an interview, and this chick just kept rolling her eyes. Like, she gave us so much attitude. Like, she clearly did not want this job, because if she did want this job, she wouldn't have been behaving the way she was. Because, you know, she went up to the carryout counter, so we kept thinking, oh, she's a carryout, let's go take her order. So my one coworker went up there to take her order, but she's like, I'm here for an interview. And it's like, oh, okay, please go sit at this booth by that podium over there. She didn't listen. She just rolled her eyes and walked away. She sat at our, like, dining bar. So our server came over. One of our servers came over and she was like, "Hi, would you like to start off with the menu, or would you like a drink or something?" And she's like, "I'm here for an interview. I'm not here to eat." It's like, "Oh, okay. Please go sit at that booth over there by the podium." And she just kept rolling her eyes, and she sat down, was just on her phone all the time. And according to some people who were watching her a little bit, like, she'd look at them and just, like, she'd look at people and roll their eyes, like our other staff members. So my one manager's like, "Oh, hell no." So it was so bad. We didn't end up hiring her or calling her back because we got really busy, so we had to send her away, but you said we'd call her. We never did. It was so bad. Like, I know we're pretty short on people, but we're not that desperate for people like her. You know what I mean? Oh, I also made cookies for my coworkers at some point. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, figure out what I'm trying to show you and stuff. Oh, I got my friend a Christmas gift this day. Like, I just found her something and I had to give it to her. I just gave it to her today too. Oh, I did a year in a nutshell kind of thing. I even put, like, in no particular order because I couldn't remember half the stuff, so I had to look through all my journals again. And, you know, a lot of house renovations. They lived in our house for an entire year, tried ice skating. I won a giveaway. My Aunt Virginia passed away. I got a job. I finished my room for the most part. I visited a friend, and then I ended up cutting ties with her because it was just getting bad. I reached 300 YouTube subscribers. I got my Kings Island pass. Just stuff like that. Ugh, sorry, it's really weird because I'm holding my phone with one hand. I'm filming on my bed if you can't tell. Just rambling about stuff. Oh, this was the day I made cookies. Yeah, my dad and I went to go see Mary Poppins Returns, and I'm not gonna spoil it. It's just, for me, it wasn't as spectacular as I thought it was gonna be. Like, I know you really shouldn't compare it to the original movie, but I feel like they tried so hard to be better than the original one that they kind of got lost in the scramble of certain things. Anyway, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, I did bake snickerdoodles for my coworkers. Oh, and more scheduling changes behind my back and stuff, which was, not good. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, so my one coworker wanted to cover my Christmas Eve shift, because I was scheduled to work Christmas Eve, even though I requested off, but, since I'm so new, they had, like, a seniority thing for that case. So yeah. Oh, this was the day I received my Secret Santa gift, and I gave my Secret Santa gift away. I got, a candle that smells like raspberry lime margarita. It's somewhere over there. And I got a body mist, body wash, and hand cream or body lotion set with a blanket. and it smelled like coconut hibiscus, and this was a scratch and sniff sticker, or scratch and sniff sticker. I can't say things like that too fast. But it smells so good. I had to peel it off as best I could, and I just pasted it in here. Not paste it, but stick it in here. And my Secret Santa wrapped the presents in this little Minions wrapping paper, which was super cute. And then I went to this bookstore in Kettering, Ohio. It is huge. Like, it's probably the biggest bookstore I have ever been to. And they had a lot more, like, vintage books. Or, like, older books. Not, like, you know, like, from, like, a time, like, in the Stone Ages or stuff. Like, it had, like, a lot of, like, 90s books. Or, in some cases, 80s. But, you know, more, like, retro kind of books. You know what I mean? Like, I found a lot of my Wonderful World of Reading books there, so... just more room stuff. Oh, so I wanted to pick up... I placed in a pre-order with an employee discount for pies for Christmas. So I called my work to make sure it was okay to pick them up, like if they were ready or if they needed a little more time or whatever. But they said, oh, we're having a truck problem. Like, our truck is late, so we haven't even started making them. And I'm like, oh, okay, then cancel my pie order, please. Have a great day, guys. And we just had no pies. My mom had to quickly whip up a couple for Christmas. Sorry, again, I'm just all over the place. You know, this was Christmas. I like Christmas. Well, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Christmas holiday. I always feel like I'm greedy when it comes to Christmas, but I don't think I'm greedy at all. It's just that, like, I feel greedy, you know what I mean? Like, unintentionally greedy. This was my first day back. What was this, my first day back from work? I don't remember. I don't remember, but I know at one point... No, I was back at work this day. No, I went back to work this day. I forgot, I'm usually off Wednesdays, but I had to do this Wednesday because I had 3 days off in a row due to the holidays. Oh, you know, just more work stuff. And I hanged out with my sister this day. I think at some point I got my third. Somewhere in here I got a third. Relentless Customer Care Award. I don't remember exactly what day it was, but anyway. So yeah, this was New Year's, obviously, and just a lot of reflecting on the year and what I plan to do for next year and stuff. I did leave a few pages blank because I'm just trying to be more, less pressured to fill up the entire thing. Like, at least have 5 pages or less left in the back. And if I do end up completing all of them, it's a extra pat on the back for me. This was some leftover wrapping paper I cut a piece out of. Some losing lottery tickets from Christmas. My Secret Santa for my family thing. This is just what she wanted. So this is my brother's fiance, which, you know, I'm happy that they're getting married. It's just that, like, I don't think they should even really consider that stuff because they're still, they're not even 20. Like, I am the eldest of 4, and I think my, gosh, how old is he gonna be? He's gonna be 19 come February, so, yeah. My brother's gonna be 19. I think his fiance's, like, 18, 19, so. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy for them. It's just like, but really, are you considering that stuff right now? So yeah, anyway. But yeah, she loved the gift I got for her. I got her a phone case and a pop socket that kind of matched. This is my current journal. It is a Coca-Cola Moleskine. I nicknamed it Pops. I'm sorry about the noise. That is Kitty. She's scratching inside a box. Like, she's trying to play with something inside one of her box lids that I kept for her. I decorated this with a In-N-Out Burger sticker because my dad's side went to go take my grandmother, who was turning 80 in December. She went to Disneyland with them, and they went to In-N-Out Burger and a few other places in California in that general area. And they brought me back this sticker, In-N-Out Burger t-shirt, and a couple Disney things, Disneyland things. And I put in a sticker from work on the cover, but it really irks me that he has striped pants, but our statue of him has checkered pants. So I'm not even too sure what his original pants design is at this point, because I know the head mascot that you see at like certain events and stuff like that, he's wearing striped pants as well. So I'm genuinely confused as to like what kind of pants is he supposed to wear. My coworkers and I get in debates about this guy all the time. Like, does he have a name? What color are his eyes supposed to be? Like, why is there piggy banks of him have blue eyes, but the statue and everything else of him has brown eyes or black eyes? Anyway, another sticker from work. A cutout of a cup or glass of Coca-Cola. And just little pop bottle stickers. A little snowman collection. I really got inspired by Megan's Diary to do like a sort of like character collection or something like that. Like she has like her mermaid lagoon or something like that. And I really wanted to try and do something similar to it. So I'm trying out this thing with snowmen. Because, you know, we should be getting snow sometime soon. It's almost, what, mid-January? So we should be getting up to our armpits in snow soon. But, you know, it might not come till February. Our weather is so indecisive. We had a day relatively recently, and it felt like a spring day. Like, it was so weird. But yeah, this is kind of like my snowman suburbs, I'm going to call it. So, my January calendar. And these are just my goals for 2019. I know it's a lot, but I don't plan on fulfilling all of these. This is just kind of like a long-term goals for 2019 or beyond, you know what I mean? So even if I only manage to check off one of these things, I'll consider it a victory. Not really going to be saying much about the pages and stuff, or like what I'm writing about, because I'm not focusing on this one for the most part today. Okay, so one of the things I don't like about this journal is that the paper is super thin. Like, look at that. You can read what I wrote on the other side, and you can kind of see what's on the other side of on this page. Let me see if I can show you a better example, like this. So this has no lines in it, but what I do is, if I am done writing on this side of the page, I flip it over and I use those as a guide. And if I end up needing to go over a certain thing, I can just see the lines on the next page. It is really like super, super thin. Like this is almost glass-like thin. And I did a pen test, but you can pretty much read everything I wrote through it. Like, even these, like, zebra midliner or mild liner highlighters. Like, you can see them almost clear as day. It's really bad, but you know, I do like it, but I wish the paper was just better, like sturdier, you know what I mean? Like, it bleeds a little bit, it ghosts like crazy. But yeah, anyway, it's the back cover, just a cutout of a Coca-Cola bottle. I think from a pair of socks that my ex-friend got when we went to Disney World together. And she just cut that out, or I cut that out of the sock thing that she got and just put it in here because I was going to try to use this soon, so yeah, that is my 26th journal, quickly, and a overlook of my 25th journal. So yeah, I'm really glad that a lot of things have kind of been resolved in 2018 for the most part. And at this point, it's just me kind of like finalizing stuff, picking up stuff, and kind of starting anew. You know what I mean? Like, it's a new year, my room is, you know, back together. I just need to, you know, clean up, tidy up, get rid of some stuff, and, you know, also, like, repaint the patches in the walls that got popped from water being bubbled in, but yeah, aside from the room business, everything's going okay for me. But yeah, and again, pen pals, I'm so sorry if I haven't replied to any of your letters. I do have your letters in a separate container over there in one of those things. I just need to start replying to them and trying to like put stuff in envelopes and stuff. I just need to find all my envelopes and other things. So yeah, I'm so sorry if it seems like I'm taking forever or if it seems like I'm ignoring you. It's just that I'm trying to settle down and figure out how I want to take my days off. You know what I mean? Like, how do I want to spend my days off aside from just sleeping and eating? So, because like I said, when I get home, I'm tired, and the next day I feel every ache and pain from yesterday to the next day. When I get up, it hurts. So yeah, and also if anybody can recommend anything to prevent feet pain after being on them for like up to 4 to 8 hours at a time, like if anyone has any sort of foot pain recommendation, please let me know. I am up for anything. It's just my feet hurt. Every time I get up, my feet scream at me like, ah, stop using us. But yeah, anyway, with a little bye-bye from my little soot sprite over there. We'll see you later. Bye.